Dear child, nothing about this season has been random. Even when it felt confusing, lonely, or painfully slow, heaven has been watching every step, every tear, every silent moment where you kept going without applause or reassurance. You were never forgotten. You were being prepared. And now something has shifted. You can feel it in your spirit, like the air has changed, like waiting is no longer still, but moving. That feeling inside you is not anxiety, and it is not imagination. It is alignment. For a long time, you learned how to wait with faith. You learned how to trust when answers did not come quickly. You learned how to stay soft when life tried to harden you. There were moments when you questioned if love would ever feel safe again, if connection would ever feel clear again, if someone would truly see you instead of misunderstanding you. But even in those moments, you kept your heart open. You didn't shut down. You didn't become bitter. You stayed hopeful, even when it hurt. And that choice mattered more than you know. While you were healing, something was happening on the other side as well. Your soulmate was also being shaped. They were being awakened slowly, sometimes painfully, sometimes quietly. They tried to wait. They tried to reason their feelings away. They told themselves it wasn't time, that it wasn't practical, that it didn't make sense. But their heart kept pulling them toward you. Their spirit kept whispering your name in moments they couldn't explain. The more they tried to ignore it, the stronger it became. They are no longer comfortable with delay. They are tired of signs that only hint. They are tired of dreams that end too soon. They want something real now. They want presence, not imagination. They want connection, not symbols. Their soul has reached the point where waiting hurts more than moving forward. And that is why you may feel pressure rising inside you, a gentle but persistent pull that says something is coming. You may notice your emotions shifting without a clear reason. You may feel more sensitive, more aware, more reflective. Sometimes you may feel excited, sometimes nervous, sometimes deeply calm. This is because their longing is beginning to touch your energy. Souls connect before bodies do. What is happening first is spiritual recognition. The physical world will catch up soon. This love will not announce itself in the way you expect. It may not come with long explanations or perfect timing. It may arrive suddenly through an unexpected conversation, a message, a meeting, or a moment that feels ordinary on the surface, but changes everything inside you. Some love doesn't knock gently. Some love arrives because it cannot wait any longer. You do not need to be afraid of this. What is meant for you will not bring chaos. It will bring peace. Even if your mind feels surprised, your spirit will feel calm. You will not feel the need to chase or convince or prove your worth. You will feel understood without having to explain yourself. That is one of the signs you are stepping into something real. But hear this clearly, beloved soul. You also must be ready. Ready does not mean perfect. Ready means honest. Ready means no longer hiding behind fear, doubt, or old wounds. Ready means releasing connections that keep you confused. Ready means letting go of situations where you were tolerated instead of cherished. This is not the season to carry what drains you. This is the season to make room. You have already done the hardest part. You healed without knowing who would benefit from it. You grew without knowing when love would arrive. You stayed soft in a world that rewards hardness, that tells heaven everything it needs to know about your heart. Your healing has matured. Your spirit is steadier now. You are able to receive love without losing yourself. And that matters. Your soulmate knows this too, even if they cannot put it into words yet. That is why they are being careful. Approaching you is not casual for them. They sense that you are not temporary. They sense that you are not for games. They want to come correctly, with clarity and intention, not confusion. They are building courage because they do not want to mishandle what is sacred. You may see signs increasing around you, not as predictions, but as confirmations that alignment is happening. Repeated thoughts, familiar names, places, numbers, or memories may surface. These are reminders that movement is taking place behind the scenes. Heaven works quietly, but nothing is stagnant right now. When this love steps into your life, you will notice the difference immediately. It will not feel like anxiety. It will not feel like guessing. It will feel grounding. It will feel safe. It will feel like your heart can rest without shrinking. You will not need to beg for effort or clarity. You will feel chosen in a way that is steady, not dramatic. This love is not coming to fix you. You are already whole. It is coming to walk beside you, to support your growth, to build something lasting with you. It will honor your boundaries, your depth, and your healing. It will not compete with your peace. It will protect it. Do not numb yourself now. Do not close your heart because of old pain. Do not talk yourself out of what your spirit knows. Stay grounded. Stay present. Let love meet you where you are. You do not need to force anything. What is meant for you will move toward you naturally. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. The waiting was not punishment. It was preparation. And now the story is moving. The pressure you feel is not loss. It is momentum. Your soulmate is closer than you think. Their heart is waking up. Their courage is building. Their delay is ending. And when they move, it will be real, clear, and sincere. So breathe. Stay open. Stay true to yourself. Make space for what is coming. Heaven is arranging the details. Love is on the way. And your season is changing. Their heart feels like it's on fire with urgency. And it's as if heaven itself is adding warmth to that flame, not to rush you into anxiety, but to remind you that some things don't move by logic alone. Sometimes love moves by faith. Sometimes you don't know every detail. You don't know the exact how. You can't see the full plan, but you still feel a clear pull toward the who. That's why the message says, we walk by faith, not by sight. It's describing a season where the heart finally stops arguing with what it knows deep down. It's a season where the soul becomes honest. It's a season where what's real starts moving. And the truth is, when movement finally begins after a long pause, it can happen fast. It can feel sudden. It can shock you because you were so used to waiting that you almost trained your heart to expect delay. But heaven's timing doesn't always look like slow human timing. Sometimes it looks like quiet preparation. And then one clear moment, one brave decision, one open door, and the whole thing shifts. So this message is trying to settle you. It's trying to calm the part of you that keeps blaming yourself. It's telling you very plainly, you didn't miss it. You didn't ruin it. You didn't delay it. You didn't destroy what was meant for you. You didn't mess up your destiny with one mistake, one season of weakness, one bad day, one wrong choice. If something is truly guided, it is not that fragile. Everything you went through was shaping you. That doesn't mean the pain was easy or that it didn't matter. It means the pain didn't get the final word. Every tear carried meaning. Every moment you felt alone wasn't proof you were unloved. It was proof you were being strengthened in secret places. The message calls your tears an offering and your loneliness sacred. And in simple words, it means this: Heaven saw you when nobody clapped. Heaven counted the nights you held yourself together. Heaven noticed the times you kept your heart soft even when you could have become cold. Heaven noticed the days you didn't give up even when it would have been easier to shut down. The message is saying, this wasn't wasted. This was preparation. And now it says heaven is rewarding your endurance. Not because love is a prize you earn by suffering, but because your endurance formed you into someone who can hold real love without destroying it, without losing yourself, without begging, without shrinking. You learned things you didn't even realize you learned. You learned discernment. You learned boundaries. You learned to respect your own heart. You learned to recognize what is healthy and what is not. You learned what you will never accept again. That growth matters because love doesn't just arrive into empty space. Love arrives into a heart, and the heart must be able to receive it. That's why the message says your soulmate is not showing up to test your worth. They are not coming to make you prove yourself. They are not coming to confuse you, keep you guessing, or treat you like you're lucky they chose you. They are coming to honor you. They are coming to remind you that you deserve to be loved fully and faithfully without fear. In simple words, they are not coming to play with you. They are coming with seriousness. They are coming with respect. They are coming with intention. And when it happens, the message says it can feel like a flood, like the door finally opened, and what you've been praying for stepped into your life, not as a fantasy, not as a maybe, but as something real. It's describing that deep moment of recognition when your spirit becomes quiet and your heart says, this is different. It doesn't mean everything will be perfect, but it means the energy is different. The intention is different. The safety feels different. The message is basically saying, you will feel the difference between someone who likes you and someone who chooses you. Then it talks about heaven opening its storehouse of blessing. In simple words, it's saying, if this is aligned, doors can open in ways you didn't expect. Help can come from places you didn't imagine. Timing can suddenly become smooth. Conversations can become clear. Fear can start loosening its grip. Things that were blocked can begin to flow. But the message also gives you a gentle instruction. Make space. Clean the corners of your heart. Sweep out old fears. This is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming open. It's about letting go of the old emotional dust that settles inside you after heartbreak. The fear that says, what if I get hurt again? The doubt that says, what if I'm too much? The lie that says, what if I'm not enough? The voice that says, maybe I don't deserve this. The message is saying, release those voices, not because you're foolish, but because those voices don't protect you the way they claim to. They don't keep you safe. They only keep you closed. It also says something powerful. The right person is not afraid of your depth. They were made to swim in it. That means you don't have to shrink your feelings, hide your sensitivity, or act unbothered to be loved. You don't have to pretend you're fine when you're not. You don't have to perform strength every day. The right person won't need you to be a mask. They will want your presence. They will want your truth. They will want the real you. The message keeps repeating this idea that when hearts are aligned, heaven doesn't delay. In simple words, sometimes what felt like delay was actually development. It was growth happening in both people. It was healing happening in both people. It was maturity being built. Because a connection can't be stable if one heart is ready and the other heart is still running from responsibility, still afraid of death, still addicted to chaos, still living in half-truth. The message says both of you have cried, both of you have prayed. That means both hearts have known longing. Both hearts have asked God for love that feels peaceful, love that feels real, love that feels safe. And now the answer is arriving, not because you forced it, but because readiness is meeting readiness. Then it says something that matters. What you are feeling may seem like tension, but it is not pressure. It is preparation. In simple words, your heart may feel awake. Your spirit may feel alert. You may feel emotional for no reason. You may feel like something is shifting inside you. And instead of seeing that as fear, the message invites you to see it as your soul getting ready, your life making room, your mind learning to believe again. It also describes the other person. They are not just thinking anymore. They are acting. They feel the pull, and they are following it. That means they are moving from feelings to choices, from inner longing to outer steps. The message makes it clear that real love is not only a thought in someone's head. It is movement. It is effort. It is courage. It is someone saying, I'm not going to keep imagining a life with you. I'm going to step toward it. And the message says this is not only romance, it's purpose. In simple words, healthy love does more than make you feel butterflies. Healthy love helps you become more whole. It strengthens you. It supports you. It brings out peace. It helps you build a life that makes sense. It turns two paths into one direction. It becomes a partnership that carries meaning, not just emotion. Then it says you can't plan this or control it fully. You can only receive it. That's important because many hearts try to control love out of fear. They try to predict, test, overthink, and search for guarantees. But this message is saying there's a kind of love that arrives with clarity, and your job is not to panic. Your job is to be open, honest, and grounded. The waiting, the heartbreak, the silence, the longing. One day it will make sense, not because pain is beautiful, but because you will see how it shaped you into someone who could finally receive what you asked for. It also says they have walked through their own fire. That means they have been battling their own shadows too. They have had their own lessons. They have faced their own fear. They have had to become ready, not just attracted. And now they are crossing the final bridge toward you. They may come quietly or boldly, but either way, their arrival will stir your soul. And that's a simple truth. When something is real, you feel it. Your heart knows. Your spirit recognizes sincerity.